Hello friends, from Creative Design Academy, we would like to welcome you to a new video. In this video, what we are trying to do is we are making a two-point perspective. We are making a view of a living room where there is one three-seater sofa and there is a television, and one side is a window, on the left hand side is a window, and right hand side we'll have a television side which is facing the sofa. So as you can see, what we are doing is we are just creating a very light drafting lines, or you can say light profile lines, which will help us to determine the proportions, the sizes of the sofa. And what we are doing is we are using the two-point perspective method, and all the right hand side edges are going towards the right hand side vanishing point, and all the left hand side surfaces or the left hand edges are going towards the left hand side vanishing point. And right now what we are doing is we are creating a wall profile for the left hand side wall of the living room, and with a small television. So slowly, gradually, after say around next 3-4 minutes, you will be able to see the light edges or the light profiles of the various elements of the perspective view. And we would recommend, or we would suggest, that you watch the video till the end, because after the 75% or 80% view, if you skip or if you try to move on to the last end of the perspective, you might skip few very critical ways or methods of highlighting the points or the lines. And yeah, so right now we are just as you can see in the frame, there is a light single seat sofa in the middle of the sketch, and this one is a three-seater one, so we can see the back side of the sofa. So the television is on the right hand side, and left hand side of the wall is a window which is looking outside towards the balcony. So right now you can see how the second sofa is coming up, which is another single seater sofa. So there are two single seater sofas which are facing each other, and then there is a central teepot or a central table which is in between the sofa set. So while drawing, what we recommend, or what we try to do, is we make a very light sketch. Maybe you can use a HB pencil or a B pencil very lightly, because that will help you to determine that if there are any problems or any mistakes or any errors, and then maybe you can lightly erase it and then you can start off again. So it helps you to visualize, it helps you to draw in a very precise manner, and in that way you have less of mistakes and you save more time, because during the exams you have to be very quick, and whatever is there in your mind you have to draw it very quickly. So this kind of techniques are very essential when you are giving exams, or even if it is not just about the exams, even after the joining of the institutes or the professional courses in colleges, you can still use the same technique, but we recommend that you have a good practice of freehand, because when you have freehand practice, you are not handicapped to use instruments or tools, or mechanical ways of drafting a view. So that one is a photo frame on the wall. Now you can see lightly there is a frame which is getting ready, and this edge we are highlighting is the false ceiling, which is just above the sofa set. So you can see the edges of the false ceiling. So we are trying to make a very simple false ceiling, and now we'll start darkening the lines or the edges of the sketch, and slowly and steadily you will be able to see in the next 4 or 5 minutes how the entire sketch has come up. So yeah, this is the single seater sofa. We have darkened it, and this is the edge of the, or you can say the armrest of the three-seater sofa, and you have few pillows or cushions kept on the armrest, so that's why you see that kind of angular tilt. That is the seating area. And now we are darkening the center table. The center table is a very simple rectangular box because it's very easy to draw, and also at the same time it's very minimal and gives you the fair idea about how the table is made. And this one is the cabinet which is below the television unit, and under this television unit you can show a set of CDs, or maybe a VCD player or a CD player, or as the earlier times used to have the MP3 players. So all those kind of small products or objects can be shown below the television set. Yeah, now this is the one single seater sofa, so we are darkening it, and slowly you can see how the sofa has come out. I'm trying to make a very simple cuboidal, or you can say a box like sofa, because it's very easy for starters, for the startup practicing or the initial stage of drawings, because this will help you to visualize and memorize the entire perspective in a very easier manner. In the later on stage you can make it more curvilinear, or maybe you can have more edges which are curvilinear, so that way it is easier and you can have a good practice. And this is the balcony. You can see the glass, there are these glass railings and there is a handrail on the top, and you can make few planters here, and it will be very obvious that a lot of people put planters, so we make just one plant for a sample. And then slowly we are darkening the edges of the living room furniture fixtures. So this is a lamp, corner lamp, tall lamp, which we are highlighting, and now you can see slowly the entire diagram is being highlighted, and then small features like this painting and some more elements of curtain and false ceiling and all these things can be highlighted. So slowly you can see the entire diagram getting darked. So right now at around we are close to 8 minutes, so you can see how from light to dark we have created this composition in perspective, and the perspective it's getting highlighted because we have darkened it. And basically for this darkening I have used 6B equivalent extra dark pencil. So this gives you a quick time, in a very quick time you can darken the entire edges of the lines and your sketch becomes more highlighted. So yeah, slowly we are darkening all the elements that we had drawn on the TV unit. So, and also it's very important to highlight the shadows of the furniture. So slowly and gradually you can see how the shadows are giving three-dimensional effect, because in perspective there are few things which are closer to your eye, there are few things which are hidden behind the object. So in terms of overlapping of furnitures, you have to be very sure about which furniture comes where. And similarly in this glass table, center table, you can see the glass top is there and the side verticals were wooden. Yeah, so next 2 minutes we are just going to shade little bit on the wall texture, so that doesn't give like a transparent effect, it gives like more of a translucent effect, or maybe shade of paint or wall paint, little bit of texture, and mostly the sketch is done. So I hope that you enjoyed the process, and this way you can also develop your own techniques. We have tried to make a very quick diagram, and it's like the natural speed. So the target should be that in 10 minutes time you can finish such kind of perspectives, and the only way possible doing this is that you have to be practicing a lot on the perspective diagrams, vanishing points, and individual elements, objects, furnitures, and also shading and rendering techniques. So I hope this is very useful to you, and maybe you can message us, you can comment in our inbox, and you can email us your queries, or we would definitely love to help you out and support you. And also you can call us on our number, that is 8080470100. That is our Creative Design Academy official number, so you can call on that number and reach back to us. So thank you, and don't forget to share it with your friends and your juniors, or maybe your batchmates who really want to study and understand how to make a perspective drawing. Yeah, so thank you.